Hello students. So today under the physics chapter we are going to discuss about light. I can say it is a very interesting topic. Since there are 5 senses which enables us to interact with the world. So one is sight, sense of sight is there. So and next is sense of hearing and another one sense of taste, sense of smell and as well as sense of touch here, isn't it? So since through eyes we are able to see it, through the ears we are able to hear the sound, through the tongue you are able to taste, that is sense of taste is by the tongue, and through nose you are able to sense the smell, and through the skin you are able to feel the touch, isn't it? So in all these are the senses which enables us to interact with the world. Now then the most important thing here is 80% of the world we are able to see it through our eyes, isn't it? Through the sense of sight is mainly by the eyes here. So for example, if there is no light present in it, for example, if you have went to the dark room, can you able to see the object which is present in a dark room? So no. Why? Because they required an energy. An energy is required for us to see the object which is present in it. So how we are able to? So in the daylight, now you are able to see whatever I am writing. Because some source of light is required to see the object which is present in it, isn't it? So now in the daylight you are able to see the sun is the source of energy, isn't it? When the sunlight has been passes, that means when travel in a space, that sunlight when travel in a space that comes to our eyes. So there should be some source of light through which we are able to see the object which is present in it. In the night time you are not able to see the object without a source of light, isn't it? In the daylight means you are able to see because sun is the major source of light, so that you are able to see the object which is present in it. But in the night time we are not able to see the object which is present in it. Why? Because means in the night time sun will not be present, but moon will be present. Moon does not have its own light. So that is why we are not able to see the object which is present in the night time. So by this what I can define light. What is the definition of a light? Means light is a form of energy. So it is also a form of energy. So light is a form of energy which enables us to see the world, which enables us to see the object, or which enables us to see the world, or which enables us to, which makes them visible, is called the light here. So in the light there are different kinds are there. One, we are able to see it natural light, we can say artificial light. Natural light means it is primary source of light. So you have to say that sun is the primary source of light, or it is also called the natural light. Okay, natural light. And artificial light, that is incandescent bulb or candle, all these are called the secondary source of light, or it is called as artificial source of light here. So now based on this we are able to see that whenever the object is present, that is whenever there is a sun or the natural light is present in it, we are able to see the object which is present in it. But when we go to the dark room, when you go to the dark room without a source of light, you are not able to see the object present in it. So that why it is we are not able to see the object which is in the dark room means because there in the dark room there will be a presence of non-luminous object will be there. So what is this non-luminous object? So before going to the non-luminous object, I'll say about the luminous object. So what is this luminous object means? Sun, incandescent bulb, candle, all these come under, all these primary light, secondary light, or the natural source of light, artificial source of light will comes under the luminous object. What is this luminous object? Means the object which generate their own light. Okay, the object which generate their own light is called the luminous object, where in the case of non-luminous object, object which does not possess its own light are called the non-luminous object. So example for the luminous object I can give is about the sun is the major example, and the candle another one example. Bulb is also an example for the luminous object because they possess or they generate their own light. Non-luminous object you can give pen, paper, or wall, or you can give chair, and the best example for the non-luminous object is the moon, because moon doesn't have its own light, but due to the sun reflection, I'll say what is reflection. Due to sun reflection only you are able to see the light from the moon. So that is how we are going to differentiate between the luminous object and as well as non-luminous object. Non-luminous object, any example, chair, table, wall, paper, pen, anything you can give an example for a non-luminous object which does not generate its own light here. So now here I have said one term called reflection of light, isn't it? If there is a non-luminous object is present, means there is a term called reflection of light. What is this reflection of light means? For example, you can give reflection of light an example of mirror. If you stand in front of the mirror, due to reflection of light, you are able to see your reflection on the mirror there, isn't it? So now what is this reflection means? So for instance, here there is a luminous object is present in it. Luminous object, I'll consider sun as the luminous object. This is I'm considering in a daytime. Okay, so in the daytime, sun is the primary source of light. When there is a light has been traveled in a vacuum or in the space which is there in our earth, if you consider. So when a light from the sun has been traveled to the object present in the earth. For example, light has been traveled. Sunlight is traveling to this object. That is paper, I'll consider. This paper, sun is a luminous object. Paper is a non-luminous object. So when a light travels from luminous object to non-luminous object, that is paper, if you have considered, then that light, when light from luminous to non-luminous, that get light reflected. That reflection you are able to see through your eyes. Okay, so I'll repeat it. So light from luminous object to the non-luminous object, that is paper, the light get reflected back. Because of the reflection of light, you are able to see the object of non-luminous source, isn't it? So if there is no luminous object is present, then we are not able to see any of the non-luminous object like paper, pen, etc. through our eyes here. So the major source required here is luminous object. So here this object which is light is reflecting on a non-luminous object. I am going to consider this is the incident light. This is the incident light, so which is incidenting on an object, and after it is reflecting to our eyes, this is called the reflected light. So this is called the reflected light here. Okay, so reflection is nothing but, so there should be a luminous object. When light falls on non-luminous object, we are able to see the reflection of light. Since this is about the daytime, now if we consider the night time, so in the night, so you can see sun is not present. In that case, you can take an example of a torch, or you can take an example of a bulb. From the bulb, same parameter is occurring. So from the bulb, the luminous object to the non-luminous object, that is paper if you have considered. So due to which the reflection, you are able to see the object which is present in a dark room also. So without a non-luminous object, we are not able to identify the object which is present in a dark room. Okay, so this is about the basic introduction. You must know about the what is light and what are the different object which is present, that is luminous object, non-luminous object, and also you have to know the reflection of light. Okay, thank you. Now I'm in a dark room. Can you able to see the object which is present in a dark room? No. So whenever a light has been traveled, so from luminous object, I have considered the torch as a luminous object. From the torch, the light has been traveling to the non-luminous object. You can able to see their pen, and as well as some writings are there, file I have kept. So when a light has been traveling from luminous object to non-luminous object, there is a reflection of light, due to which we are able to see the objects present in a